because when I've done this before, because I do it every time, there's always like, oh wow, there's muscle and bone and stuff like that. But now, as I get older, there's not, once you lose that much weight, it's like, you know, old man under there, and I'm just like, it's just like nose and ear hair. Okay, now so here's the reason I'm sharing this with you is that when you're going through the line, you're going to be like, oh my God, look at the ear hair on that guy. But do that when you're like 12 down, because I'll get self-conscious. You know, if you're up here and you're like, look at it. Have dreadlocks with nose hair on that guy. You know, that wasn't that way before I lost all this weight, so it's your fault. And so and it's because you know, as you get older, you shrink. You know, like you know, one of the reasons I have this hat is that one of my literary heroes, Elmore Leonard, has always worn hats like this. And when I started going to hear him speak, it was like 32 years ago. And Elmore Leonard was like 5'5", and now he's 86 years old. He's like 7 inches tall. So, you know, that's a difference too. So just don't you know, obsess on my ear hair. The woman that cuts my hair, I got my hair cut last week, and I could see, like, when she went up to cut my hair, I could see her like look at my ears and like and like her eyes like, oh, and I'm like, I can see you in the mirror. Like a shot out of a horror story. But I'm just gonna look at it as a superpower instead of a curse. You know. So that Barack, when he's doing his total, you know, the full spectrum of energy, it'll be like it will have solar and wind and as well as fossil fuels and Chris's nose hair. And folks will like it. I like it when he adds the folks thing. I love it when Barack gets all folksy, you know, so that we don't realize that he's just like pi squared to the 9th power equations and shit. I like that he's that smart. I really do. You know, after the previous administration. I want somebody in there that I'm like, he is so much smarter than me, not like, they should just put Barney in charge. How much worse could he fuck it up, right? Barney chewed all the shoes up in Yemen. Guess we're at war with them. Anyway, okay, here's the present president's dog has the same name as the succubus on the Sci-Fi Channel. I have exploded your mind. There's got to be like a connection, like Lincoln had a secretary named Kennedy, Kennedy had a secretary named Lincoln. The president's dog's name's Bo, and so is that hoe on the Sci-Fi Channel. Connections, that's what I'm about. I'm going to talk about the book eventually. I don't know why I wrote Whiskey Tango Foxtrot here.
Sir,
yeah.
May I?
Oh, Wilco, yeah, thank you. He bought a bottle of it. That was evidently why I wrote it, is I knew this guy was going to bring me a bottle of Wilco Tango Foxtrot. Military for what the fuck, right? This will be delicious. I can't eat carbs anymore. I haven't had carbs in so long that I've begun to forget things. It's self-imposed, you know, what do they call that? Developmentally challenged. But that's okay. I'm starting to think that just things are magic. Because, you know, like Charlie, my wife, like girlfriend who drove me here, she's like, I will now unlock the car. It's magic. So, but you can't let too much. If you start to think everything's magic, then that's basically what's the matter with Kansas. If you were, I know people ask that. They're like, "What's the matter with Kansas?" It's like they think everything is magic. So let's just be smug together for a moment. Northern Californians. And if you're from Kansas, get out. Get out. We'll help you. We'll be somebody here is the Harriet Tubman of the Underground Railroad. To get you out of Kansas where everything is not magic. You know? It's probably they're like, I'll bet in Kansas state history you have to study. And then Dorothy was picked up by the whirlwind. It's the only thing that's ever happened here other than us outlawing shit. Because God thinks it's bad. I've taught the books about magic and whatnot, so anyway. But imagine that if you were just like unlock the car, you'd be like, it's unlocked. Witch, burn her! Be careful using your magic. I know. In Kansas, everybody's like, no, unlock it with the key. They're still walking over to the TV to change the channels. No, I don't think that you have power up to magic.